During this coronavirus quarantine period, many children, adolescents and teenagers are struggling as they are staying at home all day. Their schedule is disrupted and parents are also facing challenges how to keep their children motivated and stay on track. I have seen many children and teenagers whose anxiety, depression and stress level have become worse than before. So here are the 10 things as a parent we can do to help our children during this time. Number 1, communicate. Children and teens may feel isolated during this time. Encourage them to open up, to share their feelings, listen, do not judge. Unless they tell you what is troubling them, you cannot help them. Number 2, assure. Children are young and this may be the first crisis they are seeing in their life, but as adults we know crisis is part of living. Every month in some part of the world there is always some kind of crisis going on, like war, pestilence, earthquake. Coronavirus crisis is unique in a way that the entire world is fighting a common enemy at the same time. Assure your child that this is temporary. It is just a matter of time till the viral infection rate goes down as the population develops herd immunity, or scientists develop a drug to cure coronavirus, or we find a vaccine to protect us. Number 3, structure. Since schools are closed, the daily routine is disrupted. It is very important that you set the structure for your children at home. Set out time when they should wake up, they should have their breakfast, they should study, they should play, they should use social media. It is better if you can write them down in a piece of paper and stick them some part of the wall. Anytime your child seems lost and do not know what to do, guide them to the wall and show them this is the time and this is the activity. Be a role model for them. You also follow discipline and structure in your life. Children will learn more by observing you and following you than by listening to what you say. Number 4, healthy diet. The best way to boost up your immunity and deal with infection is having a healthy diet. For children, as their brain is growing, their body is growing, a healthy nutritious diet is even more important. Try to give them a balanced diet of protein, fat, carbohydrates, lot of fruits and vegetables so that they get all the essential nutrients. Restrict the amount of sugar and junk and processed food as they reduce the immunity and also makes anxiety, depression and ADHD and other psychiatric symptoms worse. Number 5, exercise and outdoor time. Encourage children to have some physical activity, have some exercise. Since they are staying at home, the entire family can get engaged in some sports, some activities which require physical movement. Also make sure that children have some outdoor time. If you have a terrace, if you have a balcony, if you have a backyard, encourage children to spend time there. Spending time under natural light and fresh air will boost their immunity, reduce their stress level. Number 6, regular sleep time. Many teenagers I have seen, if given a choice, they will stay up all night and they will sleep till very end in the day. This is very disruptive to their physical and mental well-being and also disrupt the family time. In regular school days, teenagers have to get up on time because they have to catch the school bus. But now most schools are online. There is a big risk where they are staying awake all night and sleeping all day. Try to avoid that. Set up a fixed time to go to the bed. Encourage them to stay awake and active during the daytime. Number 7, limit social media. As teenagers are staying at home during this time, they cannot interact with their regular friends face to face. Many are using social media. Some use of social media is okay to avoid social isolation, to stay in touch, to study together. But make sure they are not spending all day on their computer, laptops or smartphone. Too much social media can increase the rate of anxiety, depression and stress. Too much social media can expose your children to the risk of cyberbullying and also the risk of predators who want to lure children for bad activities. Number 8, avoid isolation. Since children are staying at home, they may feel socially isolated. I have seen many times parents complain that their children are in their room all day. They just get up, they come out to take their food into their room. Try to engage your children in family group activities. Try to make them fun. Try to make them interesting. Even mundane house activities like cooking, cleaning, gardening can become excellent source of family bonding activity if done together. Number 9, ask. Nobody is a mind reader. Do not assume that you will know intuitively when your children is in trouble. Every year, thousands of children die of suicide, which can be prevented with timely intervention. There are no taboo topics. Ask your children if they are feeling sad, if they are feeling depressed, if you have concerns about their well-being. Ask them, are they feeling suicidal? Are they feeling hopeless? Do they need help? Surprisingly, Most children will tell you that they need help. If they feel suicidal, they will tell you that they are not feeling safe at home. Most of the children and adolescents who get admitted to the hospital, and I see them, they have told other people that they are suicidal before they made a suicidal attempt. Number 10, seek help. If you are concerned, contact your family care doctor, contact a therapist, contact a psychiatrist. Do not wait. All hospitals have 24-hour hotline. Call them. They will guide you about the next step. Depending on the struggle and challenges of your child, some may need counseling, some may need medication, some may need intensive hospitalization. But the crucial thing is to get professional help before things become worse.